Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Backpacktrader Training Room for Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. Right, set that aside. Crude oil inventory session this morning at 10:30. So we'll run this session till about 10:15. All right, crude oil. This trade would have been avoided. I would have adjusted my entry below the 50, so that would not have triggered in. Good morning, Don. Not taking a full loss there. We pick up the long trade, 903.46. Plenty of time to get in that. And he came down and touched the entry again on the third bar after the setup. So definitely in the trade. Pick up target 1 for 19 ticks and trailer to 73.69 on the entry at 73.57. So 12 on the trailer, 19 on the target, 31 ticks on the session. One and done, and that's all for today. Since we do have an inventory session, we will not have a 10 a.m. mini session. So we'll move unleaded up here so we can take a look at micro NQ. Good morning, Colette. All right, soybeans. And definitely in the long trade now. Even if we weren't to start with, it came back and gave us another entry, so should be in that. $86.75 from target 1, which is also money management. Market is open, and we have a long trade on the YM. $41.063. $33 tick target, so that's plenty for the trade. And we have unleaded picking up target 1. Traders got a target here at 52 ticks. Target 2 traders in the short and just hit money management, so that will be This will be a 2 and done session for unleaded. Second money management trade. Oh 08 0803 for the trailer, and coming close to and already moving down. So 796, and there's target 2. So that one picks up 78 ticks. It just triggered into a long on the micro, or not micro, but pound Aussie 8 pip range bar, 80 tick range bar for NinjaTrader, 0.008 momentum bar for TradeStation. We still have a couple of minutes before we are active on the micro NQ, testing the 200 EMA. So far, the 200 is held now, and it just pushed down to money management, so that trade is off the table as they get in sync. It was still valid trade. We hit the stop before coming back down to the targets. YM looks like it stopped. Let's see. Short entries at 27 are, yeah, the stop was at 24. So that would be, yeah, 24 would be our, so we would have reversed at the full stop and would now be short on the YM. And 39 tick risk, 78 tick loss, 2 positions. And we now have a trailer at 783 on unleaded. So long on soybeans, short on the YM, short on unleaded. Trailing there, 781 now on the trailing stop. No, 783, excuse me. Yeah, 781. I thought just over the wrong bar. Long trade set up, no trigger yet on the micro NQ. YM trying to break through its 50 EMA. It's made a couple of excursions below, but not gotten significantly away from it yet. And our unleaded trade just stopped out at 772. 772 to 819, 18 and 19, 37. Along with 78 is 115. 37 from 21, so 16, 32, 147 ticks on the two trade session on unleaded. Note we have rolled to the October contract. That is true on both crude and unleaded. Pound Aussie making some progress upward. And I wasn't watching. Looks like we hit the entry and then took a full stop out on the micro NQ. So that is one loss on the micro NQ this morning. Put the unleaded chart back where it belongs so I don't forget where it is. Money management on the YM. Trailer comes down. Trailer comes down to 021 and bouncing off the, and now to 016. We bounced off of the 40,990 level and now coming back through that. Looking for 986 for target. We got as low as, we just got there again, looks like 87. Second time there, I would definitely have traded for profit. 41,006 for the trailer. And coming down again, trying to get through target one. There we go with full target one. Trailer comes down to 001. Entry was not actually at the entry. This was a stop and reverse. It was at 024. So we got 23 ticks in hand on the trailer. $38 ticks on target. Now down to 996. $28 and $38. 66. We're down 78, so we need another 12 ticks on the trailer, and there's some of it. 91. 71 total. 78 that we were down. Looks like we'll move up to 86 or 80, move down to 86 or 87 on the next bar. Definitely going to be 86 now. Yep, there's 86. And now we're at 76. And now down to 83, and that's our break-even point. We're exactly break-even there. Actually, no, we're plus one. We're plus one tick. $38 and $41, $79. No, not 41, 17 and, yeah, 17 and 24. 42. And there's the stop out. Plus 2 ticks. Now you can take this two different ways. That you can take that as a break even and continue trading. That we're break even and not sufficiently positive for POQ, since we have 2 trades worth of trade costs. Is 2 ticks enough? That long trade is filtered out by the squeeze zone. 50 EMA coming between the entry and target. Target 1, actually. Still long on pound Aussie and long on soybeans. I'll follow another trade on the way in. See if we can get to something like at least 5 ticks. Micro NQ with a long trade set up. Got a little wick on this one, so it's slightly larger than the normal trade. This is Catapult, a 12-point Rinko bar and 3-point offset, making it a custom Rinko. Yeah, not quite big enough to move target down. So target 2 still our first actionable target. Long pound Aussie, long micro NQ, and long on soybeans. All 3 of our charts along the bottom in long trades. Crude and unleaded were both power quitting this morning. Crude getting it done in 1 trade, unleaded in 2 for target 2 traders, 1 trade for target 1 traders. No trades on the micro Russell yet. Please do say hello in the comments. Short trade on the micro Russell. Definitely triggered into that trade. Taking some heat now on the micro NQ trade. Need to come down one minimum of 14 ticks to get money management, so we need to come down one tick from target 1. Micro NQ at session highs. Micro Russell in positive territory, but not by a great deal, and seems to be trending down toward the session open. Micro NQ came close to the stop, but surviving so far in the long. Back to the entry point on Pound Aussie. And to the entry, a little below the entry on soybeans. Now we've pushed below the 50 EMA. It's acting as resistance to go higher on the YM. Soybeans taking some heat, coming down to test the 50 EMA again. Reversing short is filtered by the trend mode. Trend mode was trend indicator was blue, which indicates up when on that setup, but it looks like it may turn red on this bar, so that would become a valid trade. We would mark it out of the long trade if that happens, and set our get in sync. And we have a new stop and reverse short. And that's going to be at 80 flat. Right there. So we're still in the trade. Still in the long trade at this point. One tick away from the stop and reverse. And stopping and reversing on soybeans. The YM also picked up a short trade. Testing the 50 one more time, see if it's going to maintain resistance. All right, the soybeans and the YM has a long stop and reverse at 06 and make it 07 for the full stop, and it just did reverse. So we took a full stop out on the short. We are now long. Unfortunate. 28 tick risk, 56 tick loss. One tick from money management on the micro Russell. And we have a stop and reverse on the micro NQ. And I would say that's, let's see, the stop and reverse, the reversing trade is at 45.5. And our stop is at 44.5. Yeah, that's where I would put the reversal. Is 44.5, and looks like, did we get there? Nope, we got as low as 45. So still in the long trade. Money management on the micro Russell trade. And stopping out for break even on the micro Russell. And a second, no, it's okay. That cancels the stop and reverse short. It did hit the stop. So we are still in the long trade. The short trade is off the table. So we're back to our original trade as it was. No change, actually. Soybeans approaching target 1. 978 flat. And a long trade on the micro Russell. I would say so far that's to get in sync. I push it up. Came a tick through. I push it up to 61.3. Make the 2-tick adjustment there for the spike through. And there is the entry. Proved that it could push through. And let's see, we've got 1.3, but we got a 2-tick adjustment, so we need to move up 3 ticks to 62.7. And we're still in the original long trade on the micro NQ. We did not stop and reverse, or we'd have 2 losses in hand. This is still trade number 2. 1 loss and just about to get to money management, it looks like. Soybeans didn't get down to target 1. Got as low as 78 3/4. Looking for 78 flat. All right. YM getting to money management and target 1. So we had a 3-tick adjustment on the stop and reverse. Target 1 is less than 20 ticks, so we'll go to target 2. And so we'll be at 41.08. For our trailing stop. 41.008. And looking for target 2. We haven't got target, but it would have been less than 20 ticks after our stop and reverse adjustment. And unfortunately, we take the full stop out on the micro Russell. So 1 break even, 1 loss. The adjustment there hurting us because it pushed the money management up, which the original was hit, not the adjusted. So we take a full loss there. Look back at the entry point for the pound Aussie again. Also back at the entry for soybeans. Pound Aussie long, soybeans short. And we did. Now, quick push through target 2 on the micro NQ. And a new long trade on the micro Russell. That just triggered in. Remember, on the micro NQ, we were in prior long trade, not the subsequent. So our break-even stop is actually down here. At 863 3/4. And there's another loss on the micro Russell. Now we have a stop and reverse. I will take that at 78.50, 78.5. Not adjusting because we are positive on this trade already. Did not trigger. We're now looking for that target 3. Back into positive territory on the pound Aussie. And we take a 3rd full loss on a short trade on the micro Russell one break even and three got caught up in the noise for three losses, and that ends the session for Michael Russell. Stop and reverse on the micro NQ is still valid. We've not hit that entry, even though it came up and hit the stop. Unless we get a crossover back to green for the cat lines, that will stay a valid trade. All right, the YM got our target to 31. Leaves us down 25. And we got .007 to 028. Got 21 on the trailer. So we're down 4. And then we just got a short. That gave us a 29 tick target and is now trailing. So YM is going to be positive. Another 10 minutes in here, and then I'll shut down and transition over the crude inventory report and start a new stream for that. So look for your notifications or look in the Backpacktrader YouTube page for that to come up. All right. 4101, 001, the trailer. Up 25 after the target. Entry was 014. $9.93. 23. No, 21 on the trailer. 7 and 14. Now 8, 9, 88. 26. And we're now trailing on our long trade now. Oh no, that's not a trailer. That's the stop on a new trade. But we did start trailing and then we stopped out. So yeah, that's stopping out on the trailer right here at 887 flat. So that is our win on the morning. One loss, one win so far. And we'll call that the long because I would have adjusted that around the session high anyway. Touched the entry and then came back to the stop. So that trade is off the table. And of course, the crossover to set that up canceled the stop and reverse short. Canceled the short, which was still valid. So we're now flat. One loss, one win. Soybeans hitting target 1. Stop will come down to 79 3/4. $14-point loss on that trade, even with the stop and reverse. That was a 2-point win at target 1, so we're down 12 points. Pound Aussie picking up target 1, now trailing. $3.62. Well, I am turning into a pretty good little runner here. $9.51. 63 so far on the trailer. This will be power quitting trade. Most definitely. Pushing to set new session lows on the YM. Just below session highs on the micro NQ. Also just coming off a new session high on the pound Aussie. Micro Russell still kind of in the back and forth. A couple of break-even trades after our 3 losses. So even without the 3 losses, that would be our 6 trades. Still just the 3 losses plus 3 ticks, 9 ticks on the 3 break-evens. Micro NQ bumping its session high by a few ticks. That's our next target on soybeans. 76.5. And the YM stops out at 443. Looks like what that was. 442. So 58 and 14. 72 ticks on the trailer. 76 ticks overall on the session. $5 a tick for single contract positions. Pound Aussie will be, this is a power quitting trade there. Since we have hit target 1, just waiting for that trade to complete. Short trade, the micro NQ just hit money management. Didn't have a chance to talk about that one much. So looking at other things. It just barely missed target 2. And now pushing down through target 2. Market getting active. And target 3. So this is win number 2. Solid win, hitting 3 of the 4 targets, 1 to go, but stopping out on the trailer at 857 3/4. YM and the Russell put all 3 indices heading precipitously down at the moment. The 7 charts that we're looking at here are charts that we've been running in this trade room for many years, and just some of the examples. Crude especially is one of our go-to, because that is a fairly consistent winner for these trade plans. On crude, we've had 1 trade on our 9 a.m. start session. That got us to positive. The first trade actually within our, after 9 o'clock, was this, that would be what's called a get in sync. It's set up before 9 o'clock, but I would have adjusted the entry below the 50 EMA. And that would have kept us out of the trade. Then we would get the long trade that goes to target 1 and a trailer. So that gets us, it was 19 ticks to target 1. I believe we got 12 on the trailer, 69 from 57. Yeah, 12 on the trailer. 31 ticks. Tick value on crude is $10. So $10 a tick per contract. I'm going to have to go ahead and close it down and start the crude oil inventory. We've got another session coming up in about 13 minutes. That's a once a week session. So if you'll tune into that, Colette, I'll pull this back up and summarize after we get through that. But that one's got based on a new report that comes out at 10:30. So I'm kind of time constrained on that one. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this stream down. I'll be back with a new stream for the inventory report. But if you'll drop in there, I ask that question again, I'll be glad to go through a little bit more of what we did on this morning's session. Looks like we stopped out. Final 3 ticks on soybeans. So we've got 11 ticks, almost 2 3/4 points. We still have 3 positions on, is why we got 3 ticks. 1 tick for the stop at times the 3 positions. I will be back in a little over 5 minutes for the crude oil inventory session. So I will see you back in just a few minutes. Everybody have a good one, and I'll see you shortly.